Hello and welcome to All Things Spiritual with Matthias. This show is created and hosted by Mark Berger. And this week we have a very, very special guest, Tom Cassiday. Tom is one of my, I guess, my heroes in the new way of thinking and really living life with minimum will systems and creating more life for all. So I'm so grateful to Tom for being here. I'm grateful to you, Mark, for hosting this show. I'm Zachary Weaver. I'm the speaking channel for Matthias. And I will, in a moment, call in Matthias. But before I do that, I'll give you the topic for this show, which is the sausage machine. The sausage machine is a concept that Tom and his mentor Richard Wilkins came up with about what you put in is what you get out in life and in everything. And he can tell you a lot more about it. But for now, I'll just get started with Matthias. For those of you watching, if you want to feel good somewhere in your body, that's what I always do. And Matthias will begin speaking. Allow us to begin. And indeed, we thank you now for all that you are and all that you are becoming in this time of co-creation and this age of connection.
I just want to say I'm very excited to have Tom Cassiday in his show. And he's been a very influential person in my life as well. And I thought about this topic, sausage machine, because I think it's very applicable to my life. Because, you know, what you put in is what you get out, either good or bad, positive or negative. That's what exactly you get. And I could say that as of late, I've been putting in some negativity in my sausage machine, and I was getting negative results. So I really took some deep thought to think about why aren't things going the way that I really want them to be. Is because of the fact that I was putting in negative thoughts. And within that negative thoughts, I was not getting the outcomes I desired. So I made a conscious effort really to turn things around and put some positive thoughts in. So Tom, can you elaborate about this whole sausage machine concept and where this came from?
Yeah, definitely. So I think what I like about the sausage machine is this concept that it's very visual. It's a metaphor. It's not the truth. Nothing is really the truth. It's just a metaphor that might be helpful. And when my mentor started talking to me, Richard Wilkins, a long time back, he was conscious of the idea of giving something that people could physically really visualize as a metaphor. If you tell people, well, as you reap, so shall you sow, not many of us do lots of planting of seeds these days, you know, and also planting of seeds sort of takes a long time for you to get a result. So it's not that graphic. And if you say what goes around comes around, people are going, what can I do with that? But if you say life is a sausage machine, if you want beef sausages out one end, you probably better put beef ingredients in this end. People go, oh yeah, it's instant, it's visual, it's fun. And I've used it. Last 2 weeks ago, I was training 2,000 primary school teachers in Lagos in Nigeria. And it's such a simple metaphor. I was explaining that to everyone. They got it. Everyone in the room got it. They got the simplicity of it. It's not intellectual. It's very graphic. I've used it with my young kids, my own children, and I'm just grateful that my mentor really shared this a long time ago. It was back in 2004, 14 years ago when I first came across the concept, and I've been telling everyone about it ever since.
Wow, that's awesome. So Matthias, how does the sausage machine relate to the spiritual laws of the universe?
We are very fond of this image for the third law of the universe that we say is what you are is what you are. Indeed, we say this that you put in to your sausage machine This that you are vibrationally is what you get out of life, is what you are in life. Truly, truly, truly. You are now creating your reality in this moment. The vibration that you put in is the vibrational experience that you get out.
So what you put in is what you get out. And it's very simple process, a sausage machine. So Tom, in working with others, what examples do you use with other people?
Great question, because people say, okay, you can't really do that. What do you mean what you actually put in? So I started a new business in end of 2007, and it was a sales business. Now, until that point, I'd been an educator mostly. I've been quite entrepreneurial, but I moved totally out of education and started basically selling life insurance. And the reason I was doing it was because it was very flexible, because I could do it from anywhere. And I just thought, I'm about to start a brand new business. What I should do is I should be very deliberate about what I expect to get out of this. And so every time I picked up the phone, I was very deliberate about what I was putting in terms of my expectations, the result. Now, I wasn't tied to the fact that this person is going to buy from me, but I was just saying simple things that this person is going to love hearing from me. They're really going to enjoy it. I'm going to bring some kind of magic or some kind of light or some kind of fun to their life. And that's all I was saying to myself. As I picked up the phone, I was going, hey, they're going to love hearing from me. They're going to love it. They're going to love what I'm all about. And what's astonishing is in my second month there, I was the top salesman in this company, right? I'd never done it before at all. And I just went from zero to like a superstar in no time at all. And that was a genuinely guarantee. That was all because every time I picked up the phone, I was just thinking, hey, this is going to go so great. This is just going to be brilliant. So it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be, what are you actually putting in? What do you think? It's just like, just say, this is going to be great. This is going to go well. Whenever you do something, whenever you've got an exchange with another human about to happen, this is going to go great. They're going to love me. They're going to love it. It's going to go well. It's as simple as that.
That is terrific. And that really does break it down, keep it very simple. So Matthias, let's talk about simplicity and creation.
Indeed. We say truly, it is as easy as this, as easy as speaking what you desire. We say this frequently helps you to get into the vibration that you desire. We say if you are finding that you cannot come up with something that you desire, something that you feel good about, and we very much doubt this, but we say, indeed, you may begin with a feeling. You may begin with a feeling in your body. Any area in your body that feels light, you may enjoy this sensation. And as you enjoy this sensation for a few seconds, we say you do not need to attach thoughts at this time. As you enjoy this sensation, this vibration expands a little bit. And then after a few seconds, you may notice your thoughts. And you may notice that your thoughts match this vibration. And indeed, we encourage you, sometime you can try it out, as you are feeling this feeling in your body, you may simply start to speak from this feeling. Speak from this feeling, and you will find that whatever you say feels like this feeling, and the words are not so important. So truly, we say you may begin in the simplest way, the easiest and most accessible way for you.
That is awesome. That I really do resonate with that. Starting like with the feeling, and then once you're feeling a certain way, then you start saying the thoughts that you want to create. You start saying what you want to manifest in your life. So Matthias, in terms of manifestation and creation, where does this all fall into place?
We say it falls into place instantly. And the more you recognize this, the more you will feel that you are the creator of your reality. And indeed, we say this, you feel that manifestation must be the physical manifestation. And we say, yes, that is a part of it. But we say truly, in knowing that what you put in is what you get out, what you are is what you are, you may know that you receive the manifestation of this that you are feeling instantly. As you feel it, so it is. And indeed, we mean this literally. And we say, if you ask for anything, you may enjoy its experience in your body and in your imagination. And we say, in this way, all that you ask for is created immediately. And we advise that you enjoy it in this way now, instead of perhaps waiting for it to appear physically. For this is a different vibration.
That is terrific. That was definitely terrific. And Tom, do you have any closing, thoughts and ideas you want to share with everybody?
Yeah, definitely, Mark. The thing that took me 2 years to get my head around when I was first presented with this idea was that it couldn't be that simple. There has to be a trick. It must be more complicated than that. The fact that you could just put into the sausage machine what you wanted to get out, it just seemed too simple. And what happens is, we've talked about this in many of the previous exchange that we've had, Mark, but the concept of this script, the script that we've got, which is what we've learned from society, what we've learned from our teachers, what we've learned from any religions we've followed, usually says something along the lines of, oh, well, you can't actually feel good now. You have to wait till you've got a happy marriage, or you have to wait till you've got a great job, or you've got to wait until you've got the house that you want, and then you can start feeling. And the sausage machine, the way it really works is that if you have the feeling now, it's better for two reasons. One is you feel better now. You actually feel better now, and you enjoy it. So if I think I'm going to feel fantastic when I've got this business up and running and I'm making a lot of money out of it, if you decide to feel good now and put that feeling into the sausage machine, the first benefit is you actually feel good now, right? You get the feeling now. And the second benefit is that you then have this feeling good energy, which is a much more attractive energy. The universe rewards you for having that faith. It rewards you for having this energy, and then it brings other people to you at that same energy, and then it makes things much more likely to happen. So the two wins are, not only is it much more likely to go well if you put in this massive positive expectation and you put in that feeling now, but you actually feel better now as well. So it's a win-win. And because it's a win-win, it seems too simple. And a lot of people said, yeah, but you can't do that. You can't really have the feeling without actually having achieved stuff. And I always say to them, look, why do you want to achieve things in the first place? And they say, well, I want to have this great car. I say, well, why do you want a great car? And they say, well, because, I love driving and I want to, okay, so what is it about loving driving? What do you like? He said, what is it? And he said, well, when I'm driving and everyone sees what a great car I've got, then I feel good. So you go, oh, okay, right. So the end of every journey that everyone is ever on in life is to feel good. That's the end of every journey, right? Now, the script will tell you can only feel good when you've achieved X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. It'll put these goals there for you and say, you can't feel good now. You can only feel good when you've achieved it. But the sausage machine, the genius of it is, okay, what if you can get the feeling now? It's the feeling that you want anyway. What if you can get the feeling now? That in itself is the greatest achievement man could ever have. The ability to have the feeling now without needing the result, that's an incredible achievement. You know, billionaires haven't got that ability. Billionaires, a lot of them, are still locked up in the stuff that they need in order to access the feeling. You right now, anyone watching this video can go straight to the feeling. That's the greatest achievement. It shortcuts everything else. The other thing is you're much more likely to do wonderful things if you've got that feeling now, because you'll attract all sorts of great things into your life. So it's like the biggest achievement ever is to be able to feel things now. As Matthias says, what you are is what you are. So, you know, it's up to you. And of course, the script will say, it can't be that simple. But I always say, well, what would you choose? Would you choose for it to be complicated? You wouldn't, would you?
Oh my God. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, Matthias and Tom, because you know what? Actually, I needed to hear all this myself. It's funny how we do things for a while and then we forget them and you start going back to old thought patterns. And you know what? It all starts with a feeling. Absolutely. And it is simple. It definitely is. So we're going to close out, and it was great having everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much for